Number 1. He is attractive to women. Sigma males don't recognize this social hierarchy, but in reality, they should be placed alongside the alpha males right at the top. Sigmas aren't naturally as gregarious as alphas. They're actually more like introverted alphas. Despite this, they are still capable of attracting beautiful women. Sigmas won't meet a girl from a large social circle or gain the respect of the leadership position as an alpha would. Being lone wolves, Sigmas are perfectly confident enough to approach a woman in a nightclub or during the day in a cafe on their own. They don't need a wingman at their side. Number 2. He is the master of his own destiny. Sigma males cannot be ordered by others. It is extremely difficult to gain any kind of leverage over them. Fundamentally, you cannot play power games or blackball them like you can with an alpha male. Because they are captains of their own ship, they don't rely on anyone else to bring about success in their lives. Furthermore, the Sigmas will always walk away from a situation if necessary. Sigma males know their own minds. It's hard to cajole or influence them in any way. They have a laser-like focus on ambition to achieve what they want from life. Their power is an internal power from within and is a result of their strong focus and self-control. Number 3. He makes a great leader. Leaders are commonly regarded as gregarious types. But does being extroverted make the perfect leader? The answer to that depends a lot on their employees, among other things. There was a 2011 study that showed that extroverted bosses made higher profits in pizza chains where employees were passive. Those with introverted leadership were more effective in branches with more proactive employees. This may be because introverted individuals have a lower level of fear of strong personalities and suggestions. Furthermore, they will likely listen to their employees. Number 4. He is productive and creative. The link between isolation and mental focus has been known since ancient times. Various cultures with religious hermit traditions believe solitude is essential for enlightenment. We now know why it happens more clearly thanks to recent research. With the stillness of being alone comes the mental state of active mental rest. When in a social setting, your brain can't avoid paying attention when other people are around. Distractions like this can be useful. However, they still remain a distraction. When there are no distractions, the default mode network of the brain is activated. It also helps the Sigma to understand the emotions of others and consolidate his own memories. By letting his mind wander, he not only develops his sense of self, but also his sense of others. Therefore, periods of solitude actually help rekindle his desire to socialize when he's ready to do so again. Even a lack of focus from time to time ultimately boosts concentration in the long term. Author and founder of Quiet Revolution, Susan Cain, is an advocate of thoughtful and productive solitude. In today's world, creativity is often viewed as an outcome of gregarious encounters. But in reality, the process requires sustained focus and attention. In addition, humans are such permeable social beings that when we are surrounded with others, we automatically adopt their opinions and aesthetics. We need to be willing to seclude ourselves for a period of time if we wish to chart our own path or vision. Number 5. He is self-aware. The Sigma knows how to distinguish between beneficial solitude and dangerous isolation. For the Sigma, he never stops caring about people he loves and values. His solitude is creative and productive. The Sigma knows there's a real danger to never being alone. You can't be introspective, self-aware, or fully relaxed without some time alone, as well as having fewer but more meaningful friendships. Sigmas tend to be happier. Number 6. He builds quality relationships. Quality always wins over quantity in many things. It is better for a Sigma to build a few solid relationships rather than filling his life with constant noise. Sigmas don't feel the need to change. He knows he can have regular social contact when he needs it. He chooses solitude rather than being forced into it. He knows he has some good friends and his solitude is beneficial for his well-being and productivity. The self-awareness we talked about earlier enables him to understand there's no point trying to change his ways and go against his true natures. Number 7. He lives in the moment. In general, due to their personality, Sigma men are less likely to spend their days death scrolling online. Even though they know social media's benefits, they rarely engage with it constantly. Social media is viewed by them as a tool to help them connect. However, they also recognize how time draining it is. Sigmas know that life is quite short and unpredictable. They like to make the most of every moment in their lives. Neither do they like to recall the past nor have regrets about it. They are adventurous and take risks. A predictable, mundane life is not for the Sigma male. Number 8, he gains strength for his independence. Living the independent bachelor lifestyle really means you have to face reality. No one else is there to pay the bills or to help with life's little problems. Sigmas learn very quickly that they have to deal with problems head on, and they cannot live in a diluted bubble. This makes them incredibly strong characters. No matter what life throws their way, they have an answer to roll with the punches and carry on regardless. This independence breeds self-confidence. When we tackle life's problems ourselves, we gain a mental fortitude the next time a problem should occur. Number 9, his solitude makes him interesting. He certainly doesn't spend his alone time playing Candy Crush. The Sigma spends this time working on himself, on his projects, and in learning about new topics and new ideas. This makes him interesting. He won't talk much when you first meet him, but get him on a deep topic and watch him go. When you truly get to know him, he is a funny and engaging person. He'll deliver his sarcastic humor with the debonair face of a poker player. No one wants shallow people with only superficial knowledge of any subject. Most people are attracted to someone who has a depth of knowledge and whose words can be inspiring and impactful. Number 10, he takes care of his physical health and appearance. All this spare alone time allows him to really focus on his health and well-being. Constant socializing can be draining and even bad for your health. A Sigma is no stranger to a gym or to healthy food either. His regular free evenings allow him to build and maintain a healthy physique, which ties into our earlier point of being attractive to women. He has the time to take care of his grooming and hygiene. He also knows that when you're an independent person living alone, keeping yourself healthy is of the utmost importance. Number 11, he has mastered being a lone wolf. Sigmas are fond of unconventional methods, and they are often no stranger to meditation. It's a habit that slowly improves the Sigma's life. It calms him down and helps sharpen his mental focus. He will try to schedule this in for at least 10 minutes a day. He writes down thoughts in a journal or has a conversation in his mind. Sigmas often struggle with letting out their emotions, so this is a good way for him to be real, raw, and honest with himself. He will regularly ask himself how he did that day. He lets it all out, the good and the bad. Doing this can lighten the load on his shoulders and help him manage his emotions. The Sigma makes sure he sets goals for himself. He takes control of his life. Don't confuse this love of living in the moment as living his life on autopilot. He knows you need goals to work towards. He takes it in baby steps logically. He has an ambitious vision of what he wants to achieve in life. He also spends this time alone in solitude to reflect on his progress towards achieving his goals. He makes sure he's not wandered off track from achieving his objectives in life. All in all, the solitude of a lone wolf can have some awesome benefits. It's important, however, to pay attention to your emotions. Check yourself just as you would do with your friends. How do you feel? Emotionally, mentally, physically. This way you ensure you keep your solitude the healthy kind.